Hi guys, it's Byzantine. I hope you can hear me well because it's quite windy, and of course where I'm at Canary Wharf. Yeah, as usual, I'm literally here every day because I love this place and I wish I could buy a property in here. Well, I'm gonna do it eventually, guys. Do you remember when I was showing you that building, this one over there, having like a cool apartment on top? Well, yeah, I'm going to get it eventually at some point one day. Before I move on with the topic of the video that you can see in the title, I'm gonna post an insert for you of my today's outfit of the day. And my scent of the day is Bottega Veneta. Guys, I have like a few last drops of it in a bottle, and I just love it. Guys, this is the fragrance that's been bringing a lot of ease to me last month, and I kind of feel we have a special bond together. And I was thinking today that all the creations of Michel Almirac that I know so far, which include the Bottega Veneta, many of their fragrances, Chloe, what else? Oh, he made a Zen that I know how it smells, but I want to spend more time with it for sure. Shout out to Demi Rowling. I don't know if she's watching this video, but she's a huge advocate for or advocate of this fragrance, and it's a really nice fragrance. I need to purchase it. But enough about my scent of the day. Today I'm gonna discuss a lovely package that I received from Dominika from Zapachnidło that I linked in the previous video. And as I promised you guys, today I'm posting the video with what I received from her, including one unicorn fragrance, like the full bottle. Guys, can you recognize it by the cup in here? Well, let it be a secret that I leave for the end of the video, and I'm not gonna review all of the fragrances that are in here because I wanna talk more about them because I wanna get to know them more. So probably, maybe, I don't know if all of them, but some of them definitely are gonna have separate videos. So guys, let's start. I'm switching the camera angle and I'm gonna show you what I received from Dominika. So in this pouch that I received from Chanel, they always put their samples in a pouch like this. Every time you order something from their online shop. I brought some vials plus this full bottle. I mean, it's not full, but it's like the flacon, the bottle of the unicorn fragrance. I brought with me today, and I'm gonna talk about them in no particular order, like 6 vials that I received from Dominika, and she decorated them in such a lovely way that the colors, I don't know if you can see the colors, but they match the fragrances, and I kind of feel like they match the mood of the fragrances as well. So the first one would be La Ligue Les Parfums. Guys, this fragrance I really want to own. This is the truth. It's the biggest decan that I have of this fragrance, and it's a beautiful amber patchouli fragrance, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more. It's a little bit in a Angel by Mugler vibe, a little bit, but I thought it's more like Angel, but I'm gonna talk about this fragrance at some point for sure. The next fragrance we have Givenchy Organza Incandescence. I think this fragrance is quite hard to get right now, isn't it? I'm not completely sure. Sorry, this is me taking the hair away from my face, and that's why I'm moving. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Organza, the original organza, is not necessarily my cup of tea, even to the extent of being quite, I would say, troublesome to my nose. And this version has this hidden something underneath, like a little bit of spice, a little bit more of the sweetness. It doesn't have this we call it, like, because people in Poland know, and not only in Poland, you have these that like used to have these scented rubbers, and it doesn't have this note to my nose, but it has some new quality, but still remains kind of green in the back as the previous, like the original organza was. It's a really nice option. I must admit, I prefer it way than the original one. This one, Jean Paul Gaultier Classique, which is actually, guys, it's classic fragrance. I would say it's not my story. Like, if I would think about my scent personality, probably it's not my story, but it's very close to my heart because I think that my mother would love it. To me, it smells kind of tropical sweet, as I would describe it. I don't know, just for the lack of the better words. It's kind of sweet. To me, it's kind of frangipani sweet with a hint of something like, let's say, peach. And to me, this scent is like, I think my mother would like it. She never had it, but I think she would really like it. I don't know why the peach scent. I don't know if there's peach inside, but like, this is definitely like the whole family of fragrances that even if they don't have peach, they seem to have peach in them, and it gives kind of like a vintage face cream vibe. And I would say this is a really nice fragrance, very cozy, feels like a hug, even though probably the aim of Jean-Paul Gaultier was to create a sexy fragrance. I don't see that because it makes me think about my mother, which gives me a lot of warm feelings, but guys, something actually quite the opposite of sexy, because I don't think about my mother like this. Sorry. Maybe some of you do. It's alright, it's alright. Mothers are women too. This one, Yves Rocher Rose Absolute. Oh guys, this is a gem, really. This is also a unicorn. And what is a unicorn? A unicorn is a fragrance that has been discontinued, and it's either very hard to get or not being, I mean, you're not going to be able to get it at all. Probably on some auctions on eBay, but it's going to be very expensive. This is a beautiful rose, very boozy, very jammy rose. So guys, if you like it and you want to collect rare objects, hand down the Yves Rocher Rose Absolute fragrance. Guys, Yves Rocher, I'm sorry to say that, but there's something wrong going on with their fragrances recently and with the company. They used to make such a great stuff, but right now I think it's a mess. It's a mess out there. I don't know. Let's move on. Oh, no. I don't want to do this. It's quite windy. I hope nothing is gonna happen. Next one. Oh, Dominika was very curious what I think about this fragrance. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Before she sent these decants to me, I've never smelled it before. I saw it in some of the discounters, but I've never smelled it before, and I need more time with this scent. But my first impression is that I smell a lot of beeswax in it. What do you think, guys? I know that Super Jacob talks a lot about this fragrance, and he made a few videos about Boudoir by Vivienne Westwood. And the last but not least decant is, I think, one of the latest releases. It's Blue Silk by Agent Provocateur, which is famous for a couple of, the brand is famous for a couple of their brands. One of them is called L'Argent, one is called Agent Provocateur, and they have another one called Maîtresse. Which can be which can be translated into a teacher or a lover, right? Or a lover, yeah. So this fragrance, my first impression, it's very interesting fragrance, guys. It's very bold from the brand to create something like this. And first impression would be a mix of Dior Addict and a drop of Mitsuko. Guys, it's so bold. Dominika said that it reminds her of Bottega Veneta. That's why she sent this to me. And I get it. I get it. There's like this kind of masculine factor to it, a little bit of roughness, but it's a scent that seems a little bit rough around the edges, but in the end it's very smooth composition. And neither Bottega Veneta or Blue Silk by Agent Provocateur, I wouldn't call them rough, but maybe the edges are a little bit rough, you know, a little bit of into the whole composition. I guess it's also the scent evolves with the weather, I kind of assume. Guys, I really hope you can hear me well because it's very, very windy in here. And now let's move to the biggest surprise from Dominika that I received, to the bottle of the unicorn. Guys, do you know what is it gonna be? Did you recognize it by the cup? Okay, 3, 2, 1. So here it is. It's Love Chloe. It's a fragrance that sadly has been discontinued, but Dominika was so generous to me sending this bottle to me, so I get to know this fragrance. Guys, this fragrance, when you look at the notes list, it's all about the violet flowers, and I'm not gonna talk a lot about it, but this fragrance, guys, I'm not surprised it's discontinued, because the thing is that it has such a vintage vibes that I think it had a hard time finding its own people, its own place, its own crowd on the market. This bottle has this thing, hold on, let me do it nicely. This thing that has this kind of like a vintage flask situation going on in here. The cup is on this little string, and once I lifted this cup, guys, I can already smell the scent, but I don't want to spoil it, guys. I don't know if you ever smelled Love Chloe. I'm gonna dedicate a separate video to this one because, guys, it deserves it. I kind of spoiled a little bit, like it made a, well, let's call it spoiler alert on my Instagram. I posted a photo with this scent that I talked a little bit about it, but I talked not so much about the scent itself, so I'm gonna deserve it for a separate video, because definitely this scent deserves a separate video. It's a very complex one, it's a beautiful scent, very original, and once again, kudos to Chloe. Guys, Chloe makes such a romantic fragrances, and when I mean romantic, I mean the opposite of cold, contemporary, modern, how would I put it, angular. I mean, it's more on a soft, nostalgic, pastel-y, peaceful side. Actually, this scent is the opposite of what you can see in here. It's totally the opposite of this modern architecture, if you could visualize the scent this way. Okay guys, so thanks so much for watching. This video has been long, but it's on brand, and see you next time. There are gonna be the videos appearing tomorrow and the day after. One of them is going to be discussing my fragrance that I bought for my birthday as a gift to myself, and the next one is gonna be like a huge disappointment to me, a scent that bored me to death, and it's gonna be a talk about the scent that is the one of the most boring fragrances that I've smelled in a while, honestly guys, honestly, and it's a big name, so can you guess what it is? I see you next time, and I'm leaving you with a beautiful view on Canary Wharf. See you next time guys, bye bye.